Alright, we're going into the Fort Strong Armory here. We are apparently looking for some Fat Man shells. We just flew a vertibird over here that was supposed to land but blew up for some reason. I think that was a glitch. I don't know.
There's quite a bit of debris here.
You're all about the debris, aren't you?
Buckethead would show up. I'd rip his legs clean off. No green stuff here. Getting hungry.
Okay. Secure the armor.
Someone there? Now fire high from there!
Think you're clever? Tango down.
Okay. Woo. Private Murnahan's holotape. Ooh.
Judging from the amount of dust present, it's safe to assume we're the first people to investigate this location in quite a while.
Alrighty. How are we the first ones here when there are super mutants here?
Word came down that the Army just unloaded the first batch of the M42s this morning. I've only seen the specs for these little beauties on paper, so Private Bertram and I snuck down to take an early look. When I heard that the eggheads were designing a man-portable nuke launcher, I thought they were nuts. But they actually got the damn thing to work. And after seeing the real thing sitting right in front of me, I think they could be just enough to tip the balance of this war in our favor. I mean, can you imagine the look on the enemy's face when we get dropped into Anchorage carrying these babies? They won't know what hit them.
Yeah, I still take those from time to time. They're worth a lot. The walls have eyes. Communists are watching.
Quite a bit of trash to pick through here. Searching through it could prove beneficial.
Yeah. So now they're... I mean, is that the technical document that I'm supposed to be finding for what's his name? I mean, now they're everywhere.
Anything useful?
Do you want a minigun?
You
I doubt it, since you're using that. Of course, I'm not. Do I use any 5? Whoa! Seriously?
point, I shoot.
I swore I just heard. Thought I tripped a mine or something. Whatever that's called. Some kind of a trap, but I guess not.
Nice.
I didn't want that.
Remain.
Oh, I can put it back.
This place may appear. That doesn't mean we should drop our guard.
I have no idea what you just said. I wasn't listening. I'm sorry, but was that music? Because I found this computer, or because there was a mini nuke in here? General Brock's report. As of today, command of Fort Strong has passed to me. I'm looking forward to helping the U.S. Army test some experimental weapon systems at our facility. I've already had the men preparing the island for testing operations by tearing down the old barracks and constructing a simulated town. Since we'll be fighting the enemy on an urban front, I think the best way to test these weapons is by seeing how well they punch through civilian structures. I guess that's back there where where we came in and fought the behemoth and the super mutants. We've been testing a new batch of T-51B power armor suits that the Army Corps of Engineers just rolled off the assembly line. I'm impressed with the amount of protection they afford our soldiers, yet allow them a great deal of mobility. I've noticed that the soldiers are still having trouble jumping in these things because of the suit's weight. They often tip over on hard landings. I've had the maintenance boys look at it. They're suggesting adding a gyroscope and shock absorbers to the lower torso. Wow. I'll pass it up the chain and see if we can get Washington to spend some extra money it'll cost for the modification. Things are starting to heat up overseas, so Washington is pushing us to cut our project turnaround times in half. I told them that would be dangerous, but it seems like we don't have much of a choice. I've decided to split my staff into Alpha Team and Bravo Team so we can work on 2 projects at the same time. The manpower will be reduced, but I'm convinced that we'll still be able to maintain our new schedule. I'm going to put Alpha Team on the power armor and Bravo on the new M42 Fat Man launchers. Alpha Team just shipped out the first batch of T-51B suits to the front in China. Reports are already coming in that the suits are performing better than expected, chewing through enemy tanks and armor like they were paper. Word has it that some of the enemy troops are even surrendering when they catch sight of the power armor troops hauling their 5mm miniguns. Looks like Alpha Team has earned themselves a weekend pass in Boston. Bravo Team is having a heck of a time getting the M42s not to shoot far enough away from its firing position. The problem is that the warhead is still too heavy to fire the distance required. Our simulated soldiers are still soaking far too many rads and suffering blast burns. One of the technicians has suggested a radical idea of using a conventional depleting subcharge to catapult the round rapidly out of the launcher. His calculations look sound, so I'm going to let him give it a try. After a few design setbacks and the loss of one of our testing squads, we finally perfected the M42 launcher's firing mechanism. Washington has been writing me to wrap this project up, but with a weapon this potent, I was inclined to take my time. We've sent the launchers ahead to the supply yard in Mississippi, and we're just waiting for the go-ahead to ship the warheads wherever they need them to go. Hopefully we can get these nukes out of here before the month is out. I don't feel comfortable sleeping 20 feet above enough nukes to reduce this island to ash. Good to know. Is there nobody left in here? Surely there is. Oh, I guess I could climb up that. Okay, if I come in the front door, I can go up there. What, because I found the elevator? Okay, but I'm not ready to go up the elevator yet. Or down the, I think actually that elevator goes down. Hold on. Alright, I guess I'm ready to go down the, what? Just kind of remember this being much more involved. But I guess I'm wrong. Because this, if you come here without this quest, if I remember right, this elevator is blocked. Can you please, what, just, why are you not letting me act? What's happening? Because I think we're going down. I think that elevator is blocked unless you have this quest open. It's a good shot though, wouldn't it? Personal space, dude. Right X, always appreciated. Cat ball. I don't know why I found that amusing that there was a cat ball there. Okay.
We should search this area carefully for any technical documentation or pre-war artifacts.
I'm hearing stuff.
Yes, you're hearing stuff.
What's that?
Can you just give me a little room? Oh, really?
coming, human. Got a treat for you.
I ever told you I love this gun? Now you got it. Little baby scared? Yeah,
Look
hot.
at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Yeah, but do we have to talk now? Can
Paladin
we-
dance.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
I was.
Well, it's good to see you dealt with them the Brotherhood way. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper
Who's been
hand?
around longer, the
It would
synths
be
or the super
Armageddon
mutants?
repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Makes sense.
Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you dismiss all you want and stuff. I have... What detected? What, is he no longer a follower now? Safecracker. But I have a whole lot of creatures to loot. And apparently I have some... possible warheads. Or shells or something, I don't know. I'm just not building anymore, so I don't have a need for that stuff. Okay. Oh. Good to know one of them had a missile launcher, huh? Bravo team. Things are getting tough around here. Brox decided to split our men into 2 teams. I drew one of the short straws, so I ended up on the M42 Fat Man launcher team, while most of my buddies are sitting pretty upstairs with the T-51B suits. I can't even begin to describe what a ridiculous idea the M42 is, a man-portable mini-nuke thrower that a trooper in the field is supposed to deploy at close range. I've been poring over the schematics, and I have no idea how we're going to get this thing to throw a warhead far enough not to kill the soldier unlucky enough to be stuck with these desperate traps. We've stripped the warhead weight down as much as possible, but I think we're looking at this the wrong way. Instead of trying to reduce the warhead weight, we should try to amp the power on the thrower itself. I know that means adding weight to an already heavy piece of ordnance, but I don't think we have any choice. One of the guys suggested we try magnetics to push the warhead through like a rail gun, but the power pack would need to be the size of a suitcase. I'll keep picking away at this problem and see what I can turn up. We lost 2 good soldiers this morning. They were on the surface testing a MIRV variant of the launcher when one of the warheads misfired and hit the ground right where they were standing. Poor guys didn't even have a chance. We couldn't even find any remains to send home to their folks, so Brock told us to just fill up some cans with sand. I'll tell you, that guy doesn't give a crap about us. He's just worried about the brass back in Washington giving him a hard time. I was in bed last night when one of those eureka moments. I ran over the night shift guys in the lab, swept up all their drawings on the floor, and started sketching my idea. They must have thought I'd lost my mind. 6 hours, about 14 cups of coffee later, I had it all mapped out. We used a small subcharge as a launching catalyst to catapult the warhead from the launcher. We'd have plenty of range, and the subcharge could be built into the warhead itself. Brock seemed to like the plan and gave us the go-ahead to prototype the device. I can't wait to try it out. It took the better part of a year and over 100 test firings, but the M42 is ready to ship into the field. I can't believe I spent over a year on this single project. I feel pretty good knowing we've delivered a well-tested weapon to our guys fighting overseas. Now that it's over, I suppose Brock will move us on to something else. But for now, I'm going to spend the rest of the month packing up these warheads to ship off base. I wish I could remember what the MIRV stood for. Okay, Radix, 50 caliber. Yeah, I guess old Dan's left. He's kind of a strange follower to have. Mini nuke, mini nuke. Okay, you're playing this awesome music, but am I getting anything out of that? Like, okay, here's a stockpile full of mini nuke parts, but if you can't do anything with it, what's the point? I'm guessing down here is how you get there. Yeah, I mean, none of it's worth anything to me. I can't use anything. So I don't really understand why the music a minute ago. I don't understand how y'all got this machine in this room. So there was 2 mini nukes. I mean, yeah, I understand we were just supposed to secure these parts as well, but yes, I know. Rats. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and it was kind of funny when I shot Paladin and Danza. But you don't just come out of... I just came out of the elevator. You should have come out of the elevator with me.